This segment of DelmarvaLife is brought to you by Delaware Electric Cooperative.
Okay, so 2013 is drawing to a close, but before you focus on your New Year's resolutions, you might want to complete one more project this year.
Yeah, if you make your home more energy efficient before December 31st, you could be eligible for a federal tax credit. In today's Angie's List report, why you may want to start with a home energy audit.
Windows, doors, the fireplace. These are common areas where you'll find outside air making its way into your house. But during a recent energy audit, homeowner Steve Chase learned there are other less known areas that can cause issues.
One of the issues we had was around switches and plug outlets throughout the house, and this was one that was maybe worse than the others. And we knew it was kind of cold, but we didn't realize quite how bad it was. But the audit identified this area, and it was a pretty simple fix. You just took off the faceplate. We needed to put some foam insulation around the electrical box and back and put the faceplate back on, and it made a big difference.
Simple fixes for Steve, but an energy audit can also help determine if making larger investments in your home will pay off in the long run.
You can certainly save money by upgrading inefficient appliances, inefficient windows, doors, things like that. But you need to make sure that your item is actually old enough that you're going to get a nice ROI on the investment. I replaced a furnace on a 20-year-old house not that long ago, and we immediately saw savings in our heating and cooling bills, on top of the fact the house was just more comfortable.
And if you're looking for a return sooner, make the upgrades before the end of the year. There are several products and appliances that may qualify for a tax credit, including insulation, heating and cooling equipment, roofing, and windows. But before you commit to any improvements, evaluate your home's needs. An energy audit can help do that by telling you how much energy your home uses and what you can do to improve efficiency.
Well, I have my infrared camera right here, and what we do is we go through the house.
Art Tompkins is an energy auditor.
I encourage the homeowner to actually walk through the house with me, where we can discuss things as we find them. I can make recommendations. Some of the things I recommend really have nothing to do with infrared or blower doors. For instance, I was in a home yesterday, and the customer had a water heater in his garage, and you should always put a blanket on a water heater in a garage. So I try to be helpful whenever I can and talk about everything that I know.
The most common test is a blower door test, in which a doorway seal and fan measure a home's air exchange rate to detect leaks.
This is the skin of the blower door, but it goes right into the door like this.
An audit typically takes about 3 to 4 hours to complete and costs $250 to $800. Most auditors take pictures, both infrared and digital, and include those in a report with descriptions and suggestions on how to fix issues.
When hiring an energy auditor, the thing you want to make sure is that they're actually an independent third party. The auditor should come in and give you an assessment. They shouldn't be selling you the actual items. They shouldn't be trying to sell you insulation or new windows.
When the audit's over, the auditor should give you a list of recommendations for cost-effective energy improvements to enhance your comfort and safety.
Keep in mind that the total credit can exceed $500 and must be claimed on the 2013 federal income tax form. You'll need to fill out IRS Form 5695 and provide a copy of the manufacturer's certification statement along with a receipt. Now, your service provider should be able to help you with the certification statement.
Now, we're pretty warm and comfortable today, but in just a few days from now, the temperatures are going to drop again. So how about a few more small steps that can add up to some big savings?
Scared of a huge energy bill this winter? Well, you don't have to compromise your cozy, warm home to keep your costs down. First, watch out for vampire electronics. These are things like phone chargers, TVs, and coffee makers that suck power even when they're only on standby and consume $10 billion of energy a year. Use timers and smart power strips to control their power use. Did you know there are peak power hours? Using more electricity from 6 to 10 a.m. and 3 to 9 p.m. can cost 30 to 60% more than off-peak. Weekends and holidays are off-peak. Limit use during peak hours by saving chores for the weekend. And lastly, buy Energy Star appliances. Not only will they save you money, but many power companies offer rebates for buying them. Be sure to check with your company to see if you qualify.
And one company that would know all about that is your electric company.
Jimmy, did you know that in many cases the electricity we use in our homes is usually produced by fossil fuels? But by January, Delaware Electric Cooperative will be powering homes with garbage. You heard me right, garbage. The co-op will buy power produced at a landfill in Kent County, Delaware. The co-op's Jeremy Tucker gives us a sneak peek.
This is the scene at the landfill in Sandtown, Delaware on a normal day. Trash trucks quickly dispose of the county's waste that will soon power neighboring homes. All this garbage produces methane gas as it decomposes. And that's what these big machines will capture and turn into electricity.
The landfill gas deal is going to be great for the members of Delaware Electric Cooperative. It's going to provide us local renewable energy that's good for the environment and also at a very competitive cost.
From a distance, the gas-to-energy facility at the landfill looks simple, but if you get closer, you'll discover a complicated maze of pipes and machinery funneling the methane to these huge green engines. The engines turn the methane into electricity. A company called Amoresco is expanding this energy-producing facility, and the co-op will purchase the electricity, enough to power 1,000 homes. Right now, excess gas from the landfill is being burned off, sometimes resulting in a huge flame. By turning the gas into energy, carbon emissions from the landfill will drop dramatically. And combined with the co-op's new solar energy farm in Sussex County, the power being delivered to co-op members will soon be a lot greener.
And the construction of the Kent County facility is expected to be completed in January. Once finished, 10% of Delaware Electric Cooperative's power will come from clean, renewable sources. How about that?
You know, I guess out of sight, out of mind. I throw stuff away, it gets hauled off. I don't think of it anymore.
Right.
It wasn't until we started recycling that I suddenly realized how much garbage we go through.
I know.
And how much there is. And if we can reuse that,
wow, we're in great shape.
Well, we're talking about saving energy and heating our home. One way some people are doing that is by having a pellet stove installed. How much you can save on your bills during the heating season, what's involved with the installation, and why you can't put them just anywhere in your house. Plus, how the appearance of the pellet stove has changed.
And while we're talking about saving money, you still have time to fit in a tax-deductible donation this year. We're going to find out how your giving can help the many people who need it right here on Delmarva.
Well, one way to give back to our kids is to give them the best education possible. A little bit later on, we're going to learn more about programs that can help our students reach their fullest potential. DelmarvaLife will be right back.